What's up? This is Alantez Slyaza Fox, and listen to Southwest Boxing Media.
So we're in fight week now. How has camp gone? And how are you feeling ahead of the fight this Saturday?
What's going on, guys? I'm blessed, man. I feel strong. I feel amazing. I feel incredible. I feel like I'm ready for this fight. Camp has been amazing. Camp is, this is my first time with a full 6-week camp for a fight in a long time. So I was very excited about that. And, I'm very grateful for that.
Will this be the first time you would have fought in the UK? Are you aware of the sort of fanatical boxing fan base that's in the UK? And do you think you'll win over any of those fans?
I've never fought in the UK. I've actually never been to the UK in my life. So this is an exciting experience as well. And the fan base in the UK, if I didn't know about them at first, I've been finding out about them. They've been hitting me up on Twitter, Instagram. They've been all over my social media, just, picking at me, telling me Liam Williams going to smash me in the bits and all types of stuff. You know what I mean? I've been having the whole UK fan base all over me. So, I mean, after Saturday's fight, I think I'll definitely be able to win over some UK fans, Even though I'll be beating that guy, I'm gonna do it in proper fashion, I guess, in proper boxing fashion. If I box the way I'm supposed to box, more than likely they're gonna come over to my side anyway.
So when you found out you were boxing Liam Williams, did you study him? And in doing so, what did you perceive his strengths and his weaknesses to be?
I've watched a few tapes of Liam. He seems to be a sturdy guy. He takes more punches than I think he should, or I think anybody probably should. But he's a pretty decent fighter. Like I say, he's a pretty sturdy fighter. I don't think little of him at all. I think he's gonna come in there. He's coming to fight. He's coming to war. Just like everybody else, he's probably coming to get on the inside. So, we'll see come Saturday night.
Do you have much respect for Liam Williams as a fighter? And also, do you see him coming into this fight as quite a dangerous fighter? He's got a lot of momentum coming off the back of some really good wins.
I have the utmost respect for anyone who gets in the ring because, we've had deaths this year in boxing alone. So, we come in here and we put our lives on the line literally every time we step in the ring, every time we lace those gloves up. And so, like I said, I have the utmost respect for the man. And, I can say that, but on the flip side of that coin, I guess, I guess he's carrying some momentum. He's carrying some, I guess it's good for his spirit, coming into the fight. He has some knockouts, but he doesn't have any knockout over anybody notable, I believe, except for Mark Heffron, who was 21-0. But then again, I don't think I couldn't beat Mark Heffron, so it is what it is, There's no one within his last 5 or 6 fights that I don't think I could beat, But it is what it is. We're gonna work on Saturday.
Do you feel that Liam may be overlooking or underestimating you coming into this fight on Saturday?
I think initially he might have been underestimating me, seeing some of those old pictures. He was calling me a skinny rat and whatnot, But I think seeing me in person yesterday, he realized that I'm nowhere near that guy. I'm not that guy that he was calling a skinny rat. The picture they picked to put up next to him was from 5 years ago, maybe going on 6 years ago. So I was a totally different person, I probably was about, 6 years ago I was 21. 5 years ago I was 22. I'm 27 now. I'm a way bigger person. I think he's definitely changed his opinion of whether or not I am a skinny rat, quote unquote. Since then, I guess since seeing me, I think he looked at my little brother and saw how tall my little brother is, and then he saw me like, oh shit, maybe it's not as easy as I thought it would be.
Having previously fought Demetrius Andrade, would that fight interest you again? What would you do differently this time?
I believe the biggest lesson to learn from the Demetrius Andrade fight was to be able to make the adjustments. I think that some of the best, all of the greatest fighters are able to make the adjustments to come out victorious, and in that fight I suffered some serious injuries, some serious, I want to say, life-changing injuries. They put me on hold for about a year. I had to have surgeries and stuff up and down my arm, up and down my left arm, and in the fight, when I look back at it, the thing I think is, if I would have made the adjustment to throw my right hand more, or be sharper with my right hand versus still trying to throw my jab, because that's what we worked on, I probably could have made the fight a better fight, or maybe even won the fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking anything from Demetrius Andrade. He might have made those adjustments too, but at the same time, I just felt like I was stronger than him. I was bigger than him. I could have just made. I could have made an adjustment to, if not win, man, make a better fight.
Do you think fighting against somebody of the quality that Demetrius Andrade has gives you the experience required to do the business on Saturday?
Honestly, I like to take every fight for what it is. Every fight, one fight at a time. And, the Demetrius Andrade fight has nothing to do with the Liam Williams fight. Just like the Liam Williams fight will have nothing to do with any future fights. This fight is his own fight. Liam Williams is his own person, and I'm just gonna. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna make sure I come out with the W. Boxing the way I box, and that's all.
Having previously fought Patrick Day, who tragically lost his life in the ring this year, along with actually many others, has this made you reevaluate your career as a boxer in any way at all?
I don't think Patrick Day losing his life has changed my view on boxing at all. We know what we sign up for every time we sign a contract, every time we lace those gloves up, every time we get in the ring with a person. There is a possibility that you could be hurt very, very badly. Like I said, I just went through some surgeries on my arm. I mean, it's nowhere near like losing their life though. So, so rest in peace to Patrick Day. But I don't believe he would want anybody else to try to, I guess, move away from boxing because of what's happened to him. I think he would want us to keep pursuing exactly what he was pursuing: world championship, being on world championship level, being a world champion. So I think it's made me look at myself and maybe try to be more defensively sound. You know what I mean? When you look at somebody like one of the greatest, Floyd, he looks and he's still able to speak well. He's still able to talk and carry himself in the best of fashions. And I want to be able to do the same. I want to be able to have all of my faculties, be able to speak. I really want to be able to commentate after this. You know what I mean? That's my goal. Retire with all my faculties, with a good amount of money, and commentate on the younger generation coming up. That'll be amazing to me.
If you could pick one mega fight at either middleweight or super middleweight, who would it be against and why? And do you think you have what it takes to become a world champion?
Need I really say who I would like to fight at middleweight? I mean, we know where the biggest money would be at, and it will be with Canelo Alvarez. I would love to fight Canelo Alvarez for a world championship. Do I think I could be world champion? Without a doubt. Do I think I could beat Canelo Alvarez? Without a doubt. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anyone that can beat a healthy me. I feel like that's what every fighter on the planet should say. I'm the best. I am the best. And there's no need for me to say second best. There's no need for me to try to take second best. I am the best. And when given the opportunity, I will prove it. That's all. That's what I feel. I think every fighter. I mean, it's good for the competition. It's great for the competition, for every fighter to feel like I'm the best. The moment any fighter starts thinking, oh, I'm second best, or this person's better than me, then it's gonna become boring.
What's next for you if you're victorious against Liam Williams on Saturday night? What can we expect coming in 2020, and do you think it's going to be a big year for you?
Well, if all goes planned, we can beat Liam Williams this weekend, and then go ahead and get that rematch with Demetrius Andrade. If not with Andre, hopefully we fight another big name, and then we get another belt. I'm not really worried about the plans, the future, man. We trying to live in the present right now. But man, like I said, hopefully, if everything goes well, they'll mandate Demetrius Andrade to fight me in my rematch, and that way I can show the world that I was hurt. That I'm much sharper than the display I put on in 2017. 2020 is the year of Fox, man. Fox Twin Towers, my brother Michael Fox, Michael the Professor Fox. We're gonna take over, man. He's number I think 14 or 13 or 14 in the WBA, and I think he's gonna break into that top 10 next year. If somebody will fight him, they don't really like to fight neither of us. They keep talking about how Liam Williams is avoided. They avoid me. They avoid me. They avoid my brother. They all talk about how tall I am. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure how that's an excuse for fighters, but I mean, when you're a real warrior, height should never stop the fight. That's ridiculous. 2020, man, I'm gonna just be out here. I'm being here calling out everyone else. I'm gonna be out here talking my shit, telling everybody, fight me. It's not a big deal, man. I'm here to challenge the world to a fight, and I'm not gonna turn down anything. Big money fights are incredible, but I'm willing to take everything. But of course, we want the money.